Hey guys, if you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. In the video that you're about to watch, you get to see us as we go through our day and get ready to go to a parent-teacher conference for our son who is 2.5 years old and currently enrolled in Montessori school. Now, whether you are a parent, a teacher, or even the child, parent-teacher conferences are so stressful because you want to make sure that you get the most out of it and you want to feel like you are prepared as well. So make sure that you plan ahead. That means talking to your partner or the other caregiver in your child's life and really taking an assessment on how you think your child's doing, what you're expecting them to be doing, and what you know the school is expecting them to be doing. And so that really means taking some time well before the day of the parent-teacher conference to get a temperature of how your child's doing as you see it. Because you're going to want to have strong and fresh examples to support observations that you've made about your child's development. The next thing you want to do is be prepared to take notes, whatever way that looks like for you. Personally, I like to put pen to paper. Some people prefer to take notes in their phones, their tablets, whatever have you. You need to have a way to document the conversation that you're having so that you're able to reference the notes later on with things that you want to do to help your child in their development. Your child's teacher is going to give you a lot of tips and a lot of suggestions and recommendations. And especially if this is your first child and your first child in Montessori school, it's going to be coming at you really fast. So you're going to want to make sure that you're able to take notes so that you can refer to those notes later for yourself and caregivers in your child's life, your partner, whoever have you, is unable to attend. You're really going to want to have information that you can share with them after the meeting to debrief. It also helps when you're talking about the community around your child. They're going to want tips and suggestions on how they can help your child as well. And so if you've written them down in your notes from this meeting, it's much easier to disseminate that information to like grandma, grandpa, aunties and uncles, anybody in their life that you want them to know, hey, we're really working hard on putting together 3-word sentences. So we really need your help with that. If you can point to specific examples like that for people in their family, it'll really help. The next suggestion I have is to go into the meeting assuming positive intent. This means that although you may not off the bat agree with things that your child's teacher is saying, don't assume the worst. Assume that, like you, they have your child's best interests at heart. And it really is a collaborative effort to get your child to where they need to be. And y'all are going to be working as a team to do that. And so if you've already invested in this, in our case, in this Montessori school, you've made this decision, this is the best place for your child, then you really want to assume that also want the best for your child. So don't go in there ready to fight. Be prepared with your examples and any observations that you've made, but always assume positive intent. And then the final thing that I would do to prepare for any parent-teacher conference, especially one at a Montessori school, is come with questions. So not just your basic, what are they having for lunch every day kind of questions, but have some really good questions in regards to your child's social interactions, how they are operating as part of a team within the classroom. Come with questions about the teacher's teaching style in regards to how their teaching style is fitting with your child's learning style. As a faculty member myself, I teach college students, but as a faculty, I always really appreciate when people come with well thought out questions because it demonstrates to me that they're also invested in the process of learning. And so going with really thought out questions in regards to your child's learning environment, in regards to their development, anything that you want to see or anything that you can do to help, those kinds of questions really signal to your child's teacher that you also want to be part of this process and it's going to be a collaborative effort. So those would be my suggestions going into a parent-teacher conference. So now that we've gotten all of the complicated, boring stuff out of the way, let's get into this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. to my channel. It is 6 in the morning and my bubby's awake. We have a busy morning. It's 6 in the morning. You can tell because it is still pretty dark out. You can see through the sun up there, through the sunlight. It's pretty dark still. But today we have a parent-teacher conference with Sai's school. So we're all up early. Savin and I get up early anyway, but we're up early because we have to make it to that appointment because it's a little earlier in the day. So Dre and I are both up and getting ready. We're pretty much like an hour ahead of our normal schedule. So anyhow, we have to start getting ready. I feel like I still want to look cute. This is my first parent-teacher conference ever as a parent. And I feel like I had a vision of how this was gonna go one day, and I want to execute it. So I have a very cute, like, parental, like, stylish mommy outfit that is giving. She's stylish, she works, she's about her business, she knows what she's talking about. Don't screw with her, and definitely don't screw with her child. I feel like the outfit is giving all of those things. So anyway, I have to get ready for the day. Savin doesn't care about any of this. He's been going at this all evening. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready. Before we get any further into this video, if you like videos like this, if you like me, if you like this cute baby, make sure that you hit the subscribe notification at the bottom of the video, as well as the bell notification so you get notified anytime we drop a new video. But we're gonna go ahead and get ready. And then we are going to get out of here. Yeah? You're not coming though, right? All right. We're about to have a rough start to our morning because Sai had a rough night. Right. He didn't sleep much last night, which means it's going to be even harder to get him up this morning. We are already running behind. So this is the kind of thing that sets you back when you have kids. Yes, my baby. Sai, it's time to get up. It's morning. Oh, Silas. Come on, baby.
Good morning.
Auntie, you gonna take Savin? Oh, Silas. Okay, then Sai, you can come with me. Okay. Oh, you ready for breakfast? Are you on pickup? As soon as he sees. Okay. Auntie has Savin. Need you looking at right now, to be honest with you. Auntie, today we need to clean out the fridge because I'm gonna order groceries. Yeah, we need to clean out the fridge because I'm gonna order groceries today. I guess he needs more French toast, like all those big sausage. So we gotta clean out the freezer and the fridge, huh? Huh, boys? Good morning, Serena. Would you like a banana? Banana? Let me get you a banana, baby.
I like the banana.
No. Of course you would. Now that you see your brother having one. You said me too, huh? Alright, let me open the banana for you. Here.
Mom.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Mama. You're welcome, Silas. Okay, Savin, would you like a banana? Banana for Savin? Hold this. There you go, Bubby. Sharon. There you go. My two boys eating bananas. Yummy. Say cheers, Savin. Cheers. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go get ready now because can see, I'm wearing satin today. Or maybe you can't see, but I'm wearing satin today. So no body oils. In the past, actually yesterday, I was on Instagram and I was talking about the different types of body creams I use in the fall and the winter because, you know, it's just really not cute to be ashy ever, but definitely in your 30s. Because at that point, people think you can afford lotion, oils, body butters, and there's just no reason for you to be looking dry. So I have this like whole routine that I do. It's like 4 steps, and the last 2 include oils like cocoa butter and actually like jojoba oil and some other things. Anyway, because I'm wearing satin, we're not doing oil, but I recently got in PR some products from Osea. So Osea is an environmentally conscious clean beauty brand, and they actually make products using algae. It's non-GMO, paraben-free, non-toxic, like all the good stuff. And they really just focus on purity, efficacy, and simplicity. So I really, really like their products. I love their skincare face stuff. And they sent me some body things, including this really cute body butter that smells amazing. It smells like an orange sorbet. I love it. It reminds me of, you know those push pops that we used to have, the Flintstone push pops when we were kids? It reminds me of that. So I really like this. And so they did send me an oil, but I'm gonna stay far away from that today because the biggest mistake I made growing up was like trying to be like extra shiny and then putting on satin and essentially destroying the satin. So yeah, I'm gonna get the rest of this outfit together, my hair, and I'm actually running really behind. So always sunscreen. I feel like the biggest thing people forget with sunscreen too, 2 things: 2 fingertip lengths, and then also taking it down your neck. I said I wasn't going to catch up with you until after I left, and here I am catching up with you. So sunscreen, primer. I have to like talk myself through my routine because sometimes I just have so much going on in my mind that I just forget everything I need to be doing. And so today I'm going for a light beat. Like I want to look put together. Obviously, it's my very first parent-teacher conference, but I also don't want to look like, I don't want to look overdone. I want to look like I prioritize the right things. Like my appearance is important, but it's not paramount. Actually, I don't know what's going on, so I'm not so oily. Let's just rush through this. Clean that up right now. I like just don't. So, actually liberating. I don't have time to clean it. again, I'm not trying to look overdone, so this is basically taking out just some of the roughness with the hyperpigmentation and the dark spots. Anyway, I feel like when I was a kid, I used to think of parent-teacher conferences. I mean, I guess they were kind of elusive. I feel like there were a couple that I went to when I was a kid, but I don't know. I feel like I don't recall, actually. But I remember, I mean, I was like an A student, honestly. I was an A+ student. I always got like above expectations, exceeding expectations. I feel like it's a thing in the culture where our families basically just really had it in their minds that we were going to grow up to be like doctors, lawyers, judges, like, you know, they wanted the best for us, obviously. And so they pushed us really hard. And so getting anything below exceeds expectation or an A+ was always like, you could do better. And in some ways, I feel like it was good. It, you know, pushed me, it pushed me and made me strive to do better. But at the same time, I really don't want my kids to focus solely on, and I'm a teacher now, I don't want my kids to focus solely on just the grade. I want them to focus on doing their best, and, you know, naturally, good grades comes with that. But like, you know, it's not so much about the grade at the end, which obviously is important, but it's about making sure that they feel confident in what they're doing. And like, if they feel confident and they feel good about it and they feel like they're doing their best, then I feel like their performance just will come. So that's kind of why I take that approach. And even as a teacher now, I feel like there are so many students in my classes that focus so much on grades. There was a kid who came to my class who was trying to get me to give him 0.001 of a point so that he could have a passing D. And I was like, I'm sorry, kid, like, I cannot give you that grade. 2 reasons. One, I'm always like listing reasons, but the one reason is you didn't earn it. Like, you got a D, a failing D, because you did not pass the class. So it does not make sense for me to give you an A at this time. Or not an A, it doesn't make sense for me to give you a passing grade. And then thinking about it, you didn't pass because you failed like every single test in the class. This is pharmaceutical topics. Like, you're messing with people's lives. You failed every test in the class and you want to somehow still be able to pass and get an A. Like, I keep saying an A. You want to be able to pass with a D. Like, what does that look like? You go out on the streets and you're like, yeah, I didn't pass you go out on the streets and you're like, yeah, I passed cardio. I failed every single test in the class, but I passed it. Like, how does that make you look? How does that make me look? Nah, bruh, you're not passing. We're taking it again, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You get a little firmer, stronger in the topics, and you don't go out and kill someone on your license. Like, you're welcome. You're friggin' welcome. Oh my gosh, I don't hear anything, which means that Dre is probably ready and extremely annoyed with me. That's usually what happens. It's like dead silent because he's like, honey. He's like, honey, where are you? And honey's not like a nice honey. It's like B word, honey, where are you? Oh, yeah. It's cold outside today, but I think it's going to be a little bit nicer, but I don't know if it's going to be nice enough for you guys to put outside. Either way, you're going to be covered. Let's see, you want to put this one too? There you go. All done? You want to see how you look?
I like some pictures.
You like some pictures? You look so cute.
Yeah.
You ready? Mama's going to go for your parent-teacher conference. Mama and Daddy. Are you grabbing my camera?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Me.
You ready for school? All right, so I had a vision in my mind. I don't know if I've executed it, but I really like it. This is not a matching set. Both are from Shein, but I wanted to do like a satin pants set type of thing, and it's this like foresty green thing, and I don't know, I really like it. I'm not gonna take my hair out until I'm in the car. I've got my earrings. Yeah, we're running late. I'm gonna go. I just pulled up beside school. I just took my hair out as well. Fiddled with my fit. And we are gonna go into the parent-teacher conference. It's like really dark. I'm gonna move this so that you can see me better. So I just pulled up to the parent-teacher conference. Dre is not here yet. I beat him here because he was following me and then he went a different way. And I was nervous that he would beat me here because he would never let me live it down. But I beat him here by like 3 minutes. But anyways. It's also really important to have an understanding of what to expect when you're in the conference. So while you're in the conference, you're going to talk to the teacher and they're going to let you know about 3 key things that they want you as a parent to understand in regards to your child. So they're going to tell you about how your child is doing globally. They're going to tell you about any strengths or things that they've noticed that your child is very, very strong in or has a lot of interest in. And then they're also going to tell you areas that your child is having some challenges. And they'll give you suggestions on how you can improve in those areas. And also give you suggestions on how to encourage them in the areas where they're very strong and in things they have interest in. So it's also really important to be prepared as to what to expect, because that will also give you guidance as far as the kinds of notes you're going to take, the kinds of questions you're going to ask, the things that you should be doing ahead of time to prepare. Right now, how do you feel? Really? You feel fine? Mm-hmm. What did you think of that progress report? So tell me your thoughts on this real quick before you go to work, because I know you have to go to work.
No, I thought it was good.
Yeah?
But it was, I figured that he was doing well and that there would give us some things to work on, but it turned out to be stuff that we already knew, so.
Yeah, right? Because we're so intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, overall Sai is doing really, really well. So, we knew that. He's doing great. They gave us some stuff for him to work on language-wise, which is like our fault. We pretty much just cater to him like he's a prince, and so he pretty much doesn't have to speak. He just points and just do things. So we have to work on that with him. But overall, it was good. Okay. So I just left Sai's parent-teacher conference, And of course, I'm getting stuck behind all of these. So we dropped Sai off. I remember why I don't do drop-offs with him. You know, they will try to make me feel like a bad mom because Sai gets dropped off every day by Dre. Every single day he gets dropped off by Dre. And the reason is because when he was a baby, he used to go to daycare. And when I dropped him off, he would absolutely lose his crap. Like 100% of the time. So now we just figured out that it makes more sense for Dre to drop him off, because when Dre drops him off, he does not get as upset. Every once in a while he'll do a little bit of whining. He's not really feeling it, but he doesn't get as upset. Anyways, back to the progress report for his school. Actually, you know what? I got reminiscing, and I want to call my mom about my own parent-teacher conferences. Not that I was ever at any of them, because, like, why would I be? But it made me think, you know, what was it like for my mom going to them? So I'm actually going to call her right now. Hey.
What's up?
I'm recording our conversation. I am calling you because I wanted to ask you a question. So I just left my first parent-teacher conference for Sai, and it got me thinking about what it was like for you when you used to go to parent-teacher conferences for me. And I was like wondering what it felt like when you went to them, like, you know, getting ready to go to them, what it was like while you were there. Like, what do you remember about any of that?
I remember I always had positive feedback.
Yeah, like what? Tell me.
Just say that, well, you this, you that. I remember I said that Jenny said feds. So you only pay attention, you talk to boss.
Yeah. So I didn't talk too much. I was like a good kid. That's what I remember too. And I just didn't want to be like making that up in my mind. I remember my progress reports were always good. I always got like outstanding, exceeds expectations, you know, all that good stuff. So Sai also did really, really well today. A lot of the things that they talked about was stuff that we knew we have to work on. And we know this. This is actually something Dre and I have talked about in the past. And I've talked to you about it. Just like we have to try to encourage him to use more words.
When I was there, when he wants something, he didn't tell me.
It's interesting because that's what I was telling the teacher too. I know that he could do more of it, but I also know he's doing a lot of it at home too. I guess he's just not doing as much of it at school. So she was talking about, you know, just kind of encouraging him to use more words, and also encouraging him to use more identifiers in general. Like, he doesn't, like, his classmates, like, he knows them, and he'll say their names. He can say about their names, but he don't really like F with them like that, which he probably get from me and from Dre. He know them, he know their names, but he ain't trying to be friends with them. So he, you know, when he'll see somebody with something, he'll just go up to them and be like, I'm gonna take this, as opposed to like, hey Noah, can I take this? So they're trying to encourage him to identify his classmates as well. So I'm gonna do a better job of that at home. Anyway, yeah. It was good. Overall, it was really positive. So I think it was like a really good experience. I love this school. I actually really love this school. So overall, our parent-teacher conference was a success. I would give us an exceeds expectations. I think having an understanding of what to expect going into a parent-teacher conference is really, really going to help you to feel a lot more comfortable, not only to go in there, but also to be able to ask the questions that you need to ask, get the information that you need to get, and really be a partner in your child's education. But with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope you got some tips and ideas as far as what to expect, what to do to prepare for your kids' Montessori school parent-teacher conference. I hope you're able to use it. Until the next video, bye guys.